So I'm working for my brother-in-law who's got a company here in Murfreesboro, and I'm working out of my house servicing customers on the East Coast. And the New England Patriots owner called me one day in the middle of the football season and said, Raymond, he said, we're getting ready to fire Ron Meyer. And I said, no, I'm offering you the head coaching job. Well, it's unheard of. It never happens. Never has happened, never will again. Not only that, it's like I'm making a living doing something else. I'm not even keeping up with the NFL, and I don't even know what the Patriots are up to because I got to make a living. So I went over there, and they had 8 games left on their schedule. And I only knew one guy on the coaching staff, and I knew about 6 players, and other than that, I didn't know anybody in the whole system. And so you say to yourself, well, we've got 8 games left. Now, since you don't know anybody, you don't know anything, what are you going to do as a head coach on the day of the game? And so I told the coaching staff, I said, look, I don't know my butt in first base about what y'all are doing, offense, defense, kicking game. I said, on the day of the game, first of all, I want to do the coin toss, and then at the end of the game, I'll make the decision whether or not we're going to kick off or receive. So I started studying them. I'm out there during the game watching this team and started realizing, good grief, this team's got all the talent it takes to win a world championship. I saw capability in this team and in these players, and boy, they were going to hear it from me every day, all day long, and I was going to get into their heads about the fact to make them aware of their capability, because they had no clue how good they could be. I had been telling them from the get-go, as for when I was a head coach, that we could win on the road just as well as we could win at home. It didn't make any difference where we were playing. The thing that made the difference was how we played and the attitude with which we were playing. And that's what I hammered into them. And when we I don't know how many games we went on the road. I guess on the way to the Super Bowl, we went on the road 3 times, I guess. I don't remember, but I know that we did not look upon being on the road as any minus. It was like we can win on the road, and we will. The overriding factor in Super Bowl 20 was the fact that in training camp of 1985, we had installed our offense and our defense for the first time. And what you do is you take a few steps the first year, and then you take a few more the next year, and then by the third year, you pretty well feel like you've got most of what you're trying to get done in. But what you have is an A, B, and I'm not even sure you go C. And that is what we put on the field against the Chicago Bears. We had an A, B offense against a PhD defense. We had as good of players as the Chicago Bears had. Had we been together 5 or 6 years, it would have been a close game probably, but there's no question in my mind we'd have beat them.